Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're here to speak about controller settings for PS4, PC and Xbox. So now in options, just want to let you know a quick tip in general. Make sure if you're playing on PC that you got it general, you have your input device turned on controller if you're going to use a controller, because you cannot change this in-game, so do it before you search for a game. Now controller graphics, you want to use for your BL button layout. If you have a scuff, you want to use default. If you don't have a scuff, you can use bumper jumper tactical. What this does is it makes your right analog stick crouch, prone and slide when you click in, and what that does is when you're shooting you can drop shot people much easier, and it makes your R1 jump, and it makes A your tactical. So if R1 is jump, you can jump shot people while shooting them much easier, and all those types of things. So I say use bumper jumper tactical for that. And bumper ping is the new one they added, but I don't think this is very useful. All it does is change your ping to L1, and your campaign and your D-pad, your up button that you use to ping people with. The up button that you use to ping people with gets turned into a tactical grenade. So now stick layout default and vertical look disabled. Horizontal stick sensitivity. Now with the horizontal and vertical sensitivity, you guys need to figure this one out for yourselves. I play on 7.7. I started on 5.5 and I moved up to 7.7 because playing on a high sensitivity just means you can snap on people quicker and move onto people quicker. But I don't suggest really going past a 7. Depending on how you play, what your play style, you can go past 7. If you like to snipe a lot more, I'd say maybe play on 10.10. But then again, you just keep putting it up one by one and see how you feel in game, how it feels. And you gotta at least get used to the sensitivity before you try to go back to your old sensitivity. You gotta try to get used to it, because you're not gonna be amazing with the sensitivity straight off the bat. You have to get used to it. So with low and high zoom, what this basically does is low zoom changes your so while you ADS down with like a red dot sight or an iron sight, this is the speed of like your right analog while you're doing that, or your with your right analog while you're doing that. So with the high zoom, this is like more for sniper rifles and thermal sights and all that stuff. This is more for sniper rifle and thermal sights and all those things. So this is just how when you ADS with a thermal scope or sniper, any type of scope that is put onto a sniper rifle, not ACOGs or anything like that. Well, also ACOGs, but it doesn't really affect ACOGs as much. But this is just a sensitivity for how you look around at sniper scopes and that type of stuff. Aim response curve dynamic, because it's just better than the other two. Controller vibration always off, because this can be distracting. Aim assist standard, it's better than precision focusing. I know precision says best for accurate players, but standard is the best to play on. The scale with the field of view, you just disable this. Weapon mount activation, I put this on melee, so while I'm aiming with L2, I can right click, which is my melee, and attach to a wall. And I've got it on default. My button layout's on default because I have a scuff, so I don't need to bumper jumper and I don't use the bumper ping. So for weapon mount movement exit, I've got it enabled, because if you mount on something by accident, like if you freak out, or like if you get spooked and you mount on something by accident, if you have this disabled, moving with your left analog won't pull you off the mount. So this is good for if you get spooked, because if you mount by accident, you can easily pull it off, because you'll probably move your left analog. Aim down sight behavior hold, because toggling, you're gonna have to keep tapping the button to aim, and in a fight that's gonna be kind of annoying, because you could like aim in and then they could be right on top of you. That one runs in, you aim out, you hip fire, you know what I mean? Just tapping it would be quite annoying. I suggest on this, guys, you use contextual tap on use and reload behavior, because what tap to reload does is It just means you have to tap to reload, and then you hold to pick up stuff. What tap to use does is you tap to pick up stuff and you hold to reload. What contextual tap is, it just makes it tap for everything. So you tap to pick up armor plates, tap to open doors, tap to pick up weapons, and tap to reload. Depleted ammo weapon switch. Leave this enabled. What this basically does is when you shooting, like let's say an M13 and you have 30 clip and you only have 30 ammo. Let's say you use one clip, you use the second clip, and then you click again and you're out of ammo. What it will do, it will switch to your secondary straight away the second you click that button. Slide behavior, hold, auto move forward. I disable automatic sprints because I just prefer it that way. You can enable automatic tactical sprints and all that stuff, but I just prefer playing with without automatic sprints, because the map doesn't really strain your finger when you're sprinting around the map, and you're not sprinting all the time. But I just keep that disabled. Vehicle camera recenter enabled. Parachute auto deploy, I have that enabled because a lot of people have been dying because their parachutes don't deploy because the game is a bit buggy still. Always have this enabled so your parachute auto deploys and you do not die when the game frames or bugs out. So just remember, with your vertical and horizontal stick sensitivity, you should mess around with that. See what you're comfortable with to get the right sweet spot, because it'll make you quicker at snapping onto people, turning around, looking around. It'll make you much quicker and it'll make you a better player because you will have quicker response times. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope it helped some of you guys, and peace.